What's up, church? It was just a few short weeks ago that we gathered right here at 1500 Boston Road to worship, pray, and mark up the walls of this location with our declarations. There were declarations of salvation for family members. We believe for healing and freedom. Man, the room and our hearts were filled with expectation. I couldn't help but thank God for everything that has brought us to this moment. I reflected on the very first time we prayed over this location. Right after we closed, we brought the entire dream team to celebrate. And so many different defining moments that we have lived along the way. Several months ago, construction, as you can see, began. Crews have been working around the clock and making progress on a near daily basis. To give you an idea, plumbing throughout the foundation of the building has been finalized. All of the framing has been completed. Millwork has begun. Pretty soon, sheetrock and electrical work. That's pretty exciting. But let's take a step back from this project to celebrate all that God has done in our community thus far this year. To date, in 2022, 473 people have given their hearts to Jesus. Come on, let's celebrate that right there. Come on, let's celebrate the faithfulness of God. 125 have made it official by getting baptized. See, God is doing something miraculous, and I pray that we don't miss it. I find it necessary to pause here. Pause and acknowledge the faithfulness of God throughout this entire journey. Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 18. We've been learning about the story of Nehemiah, and this is our theme verse. Then I told them about how the gracious hand of God had been on me, and about my conversation with the king. And they replied at once, "Yes, let's rebuild the wall." So they began the good work. We acknowledge the faithfulness of God, but I also have to mention the faithfulness of the many that have co-labored with us to make this possible. Just like in the time of Nehemiah, many of you have replied with your actions, prayers, and with your generosity, "Yes, let's rebuild." This is a good work. I'm reminded of one of the many experiences that has marked my life. Years ago, while driving through State Street in our city, I remember clearly the Lord speaking to me and just asking me a question. "Do you believe me for a tenth of this city?" You see, all along, God's plan has been to bring restoration to a city. That we would serve as a restoration city. You see, therein lies our why. For you, for your unsaved loved ones, for those on the margin of society, the forgotten. We have been the church for the underdog. For these and more we have believed. We have sacrificed, and we are building a place that they can call home. I believe that we are on the brink of a full circle moment. We have prayed, we've believed, we have gone all in, and now we can see our prayers in 3D form. So what now, you may be asking yourself? Well, it's time for us to do what we have always known to do. Believe God. You may ask, for what, Pastor? Believe Him for all that He has intended for this region. This week, I was reminded of Isaiah chapter 62, verse 4. Never again will you be called the forsaken city or the desolate land. Your new name will be the city of God's delight. See, we go all in with our words and with our actions, but what else can we do? Well, we can pray. The Bible says that the prayer of the righteous prevaileth much. I want you to pray as we continue this project that it would not delay. What else can we do, Pastor? I would encourage you to be faithful with your giving. You too can still play a vital role so that this project can come to life. What else can I do? You could serve. You could be your brother's keeper. In doing so, we continue to fulfill the Great Commission. And lastly, you can get connected. If you are new to the church, you're going to hear us over and over again invite you to be a part of this journey, and it all starts in the growth track. Be a part of what God is doing. We put our hands on the plow so that this city would be called no longer the forsaken city or the desolate land, but that our new name would be the city of God's delight, a restoration city.